I'm like looking outside my window and there's like just a bunch of lizards just going. I wonder how many brain cells I've lost just by watching really dumb TikToks that I laughed way too hard at. Hey guys, so today is going to be a haul video. I have a little bit from MAC, from Ulta, and from Walmart. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with MAC. I have quite a few things, so I'm just gonna jump into it. The reason why I made an order on MAC is because they came out with a new Selena collection. Look at this packaging. It's such a pretty holographic packaging. And so I was able to get the highlighter, and look at this. This is what the highlighter looks like. It has like the bustier that she used to wear. And then this is the extra dimension skin finish in La Leyenda. And it's just, look at that pretty embossed rose. Then I was also able to pick up 3 lipsticks. So I was able to get La Reina, Selena Vive, and Queen of Cumbia. So we're gonna start off with Queen of Cumbia. So this is what the packaging looks like for the lipsticks. It's a silver top with a black bottom. And then of course it says MAC Selena on it. And this is the shade Queen of Cumbia. It's a nice metallic red. Next shade is La Reina. And this is what this looks like. It's nice nude brown. Then on the actual lipstick, it has a rose. I don't know if it's gonna focus on that. Then the last shade that I picked up is Selena Vive. It's a nice pinky nude. It's a little light for me, but with the lip liner that I picked up, I should be able to make it work. Or I don't even know if I'm gonna use these. Honestly, these might just be collector pieces. That's why I really don't wanna do swatches, because on top of having a bunch of makeup to use on myself, I also collect a few pieces, and I was able to get 2 pieces from the previous collection I came out with, and I don't use them. And I did pick up the 2 lip liners that they released for the Selena collection. The first one is Entre a mi Mundo. And these I will swatch because I love lip liners and I will use these up. Same packaging with the black and the silver. This is Entre a mi Mundo. And that's just a nice like warm brown nude that I think will go with a lot of lipsticks that I have. Okay, and the second lip liner I picked up is Selenaville. So I'll go ahead and swatch that right next to it. It's a nice bright blue tone red. So this is Selenaville, and then this is Entre a mi Mundo. And then the last thing I picked up from MAC, which is not a part of the Selena collection, is this lip liner. And this is MAC Dervish, and I actually have it on today. I'm gonna just go ahead and show you just a comparison of what this looks like. Just a nice pinky nude. And the thing I like about this lip liner that I've never really seen in another lip liner is it has a nice gold sheen to it, swirled into the color, and it kind of helps your lips look a little more healthy and fuller. I like it. So that is everything that I got from MAC. Now at Ulta, I was able to pick up, I'm gonna start with these. From Ulta, I picked up 3 ColourPop 9 pan eyeshadow palettes. This 9 pan palette is She Got Solstice. So this is what the palette looks like. Editing Corey here. I just had to jump on because I realized that I had to cut out so much about this palette after I spoke about it because it just wasn't making sense. And if I seemed a little awkward in the beginning of the video, is because I kind of was being a little awkward. This is the She Got Solstice palette. There was 2 palettes that came out with this collection. I only picked up this one. Later on, I'll show the glosses that I picked up that also came out with this collection. But yeah, this is the She Got Solstice palette, and resume, I guess. The next 9 pan shadow that I got was Nude Mood. This is what the carton looks like, and this is what the outside of the palette looks like. And when I saw these up on Instagram, I knew I needed them. So this is more of like a warm nudie eyeshadow palette. Now, ColourPop does have my favorite eyeshadow formula of all time. And then last ColourPop eyeshadow palette was this one in Blush Crush. I believe Blush Crush and Nude Mood was released at the same time. Then they were out on Ulta, and I thought I wasn't gonna get them, but then this is what Blush Crush looks like. Really nice pinky nude, which kind of reminds me this one from Elf that I'm gonna mention a little later on. in Rosewater gives me the same like vibe from that. So if you like pinky eyeshadows, don't need a whole palette. These little quads from e.l.f. are really good. So I went ahead and picked up this blush palette by Catrice. This is the Catrice and Iman blush palette. And this is what the blushes look like. They're really warm. And I actually have this on my face today. I went ahead and mixed this one and this one on my cheeks today. And they're a little powdery, but they blend out nicely, and they're very pigmented. A little does go a long way with these, so I had to be careful when applying them so I didn't look like a clown. And also from Catrice, I picked up this one that I used in my last video, translucent mattifying powder. And it's really lightweight, doesn't really add too much to the face, so I liked it underneath the foundation. I tried that trick in my last video, and I really liked it. It really did help control the oils throughout the day a little longer than usual. Usually my makeup will start breaking down within an hour or two, and that one did help it last a little longer. And the last thing from Catrice, I was able to pick up this multi-talent fixing spray, and I actually used it on my face today. And a trick that I did was, when I feel like I'm looking too powdery, is I'll spray it directly onto the sponge. Not too much, I'll dab it on like the back of my hand and then push it into where I'm feeling powdery, and usually that helps kind of help the powders melt into the skin. Also from Ulta, I picked up 2 lip butters from Physicians Formula. So I got 2 colors. I did get Brazil Nut and Pinkini, and these are just supposed to be really comfortable lip products. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and swatch Brazil Nut. So it's a nice brownie nude, and I bought these because they're supposed to be more like of a balmy, glossy type of finish. And then this is the shade in Pinkini. So you can see they're very like neutral shades. This one's a little bit more pink, where the other one's a little bit more brown. They do have a gloss to them, which I like with something a little bit more comfortable. And then I did also pick up 2 Luxe glosses from ColourPop, and this was also part of their Celestial collection. And then this one is in Tied Up. I believe Tied Up. Okay, so Tied Up is just more of like a cool pink gloss with a little bit of shimmer. And then Come Through is a nice warm tone. This kind of reminds me of Fenty Gloss Bomb and Fenty Glow. I do love Fenty's lip gloss formula. Do I think you need to spend all that money on a lip gloss? Absolutely not. I'm such an advocate for drugstore makeup. I don't think you need to spend so much money to have a beautiful makeup look and makeup that lasts. I think makeup has come such a long way throughout the years that you don't have to spend like so much money. I got from Ulta from their 21 days of beauty sale. I picked up a full size of the Gimme Brow. I have 2 little baby samples that I'm trying to finish up. Literally, those have lasted me so long, and they still have product in them. So I'm not going to open this one up. This is in the shade 5 until I finish both of them. I think I have 3.5 and 5 in the mini versions, and they're still kicking. And so this is just gonna go in my backup drawer until those are gone. And I think this is the last thing I got from Ulta, was this Morphe brow cream. And I'm trying to look for a brow cream that has more of a cooler undertone, and on the website it said that this had a cooler undertone, but when I used it once, it kind of still had a warm undertone. Need to keep using it to figure out how I feel about it, but I feel a little deceived because on the website it said it was cool. Moving on to Walmart now. I love buying makeup from Walmart. It's always $2 to $3 cheaper than Ulta, Target, from anywhere else. And also it's like the same thing, so why not? So these have been sold out everywhere. Online, I wasn't able to get them on Ulta. These are the e.l.f. quads that everybody is raving about. The bite-sized shadows. So I was able to pick up 5 of them because I wanted to. These are the 5 that I was able to get. So let me go through them really quickly. So the first one that I went in and I compared to the Blush Crush is this one in Rosewater. It's actually what I have in my eyes. I have all 4 shades. So I have this in the crease, this all over the lid, this in the inner middle part of the lid, and then this on the bottom. And I smudged a little bit on the outer corner just for a little bit of depth. But these are nice and pigmented. They did have a little bit of fallout, which I kind of had to brush away underneath my eyes, but they did blend out really well. And the metallics are, I didn't have to wet them. I used my finger and they look really nice. The second quad that I got is this one in Cream and Sugar. So this is like your basic neutral palette. And then if you want to go a little deeper than that, maybe a little cooler, I also have this one in truffles. This has some mattes. This black does have a little bit of glitter in it, and then you have a nice taupe metallic. If you really love warm eyeshadows, this one in pumpkin is this, yeah, this one's pumpkin pie. This one is so pretty. So you get 2 mattes and then 2 shimmers in this one. And this is the last one. This one is in Berry Bad, just nice berry pinky colors. So this next one, I think I found a dupe for this blush. This is my MAC Extra Dimension blush in a Pleasure model. Now this has been discontinued. I bought this an embarrassingly long time ago, and it's my favorite blush of all time, but I cannot get it anymore. And as you can see, I'm using it up. So I've been on a hunt for a dupe for this blush, but it's such like a bricky red, warm but not too warm, neutral shade that it's kind of hard to find a dupe for. But this one, and I don't really look at this brand because it is aimed towards women of color, so all their powders and their foundations and concealers, they're all way too deep for me, so I rarely look at that brand. So this is the Baked Blush from Black Radiance in Toasted Almond. I'm going to put them side by side. So this is the MAC blush in Pleasure model, and this is the Black Radiance blush in Toasted Almond. They look so similar. This one does look a little bit more orangey and warm, but let me swatch them. Okay, so these are them side by side. So this is MAC Pleasure model, and then this is Black Radiance Toasted Almond. Now, I think I found a dupe, and I've been looking to dupe this blush for years because, like I said, I bought this blush so long ago. It's still in my collection. I still use it. Now, the Toasted Almond is, you do have to build it up way more. This is 1 pass, and this is about 2.5, 3 passes. So you do have to build this on up way more, but the color is the same. This was such a win. I'm so happy about this purchase. I got this Neutrogena Face Shield oil-free sunscreen SPF 70 because I live in Florida, the sun is crazy, I don't want to age, and also I have acne scars. I don't want them to get any darker, so definitely wearing SPF on your face every single day, whether you're going out or you're just going to your backyard, is so essential. While I was at Walmart, I picked up another e.l.f. brow pencil. This is the Instant Lift Brow Pencil Neutral Brown. It's $2. It's one of the fastest ways to fill in your eyebrows. I do have it in my brows right now, and then I just topped it with my brow powder. It's super quick, super blendable. So some brow pencils that I've used, when you apply them and then try to blend them out with a spoolie, it kind of gets really patchy and blotchy. This one does not. It blends out evenly, stays in the brows, and it looks really nice. $2, you can't really beat it. I did pick up a foundation. This is the Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation Sunscreen SPF 50. Definitely having SPF in your products helps. Also putting SPF on your skin. I don't like to rely on SPF in products alone, so that's why I picked up the SPF separately. Right now I'm using the CeraVe Ultralight Moisturizer. It has SPF 30, but I wanted something a little stronger for the summer. I do have this on my skin right now. I did like it. It's a nice light medium, max medium coverage foundation. It does make my skin look really healthy, and this color is a tiny bit too dark, but I know once I start getting a little bit more color, this will fit, but I was able to make it work. So I'm working on a video that I saw Kathleen Lights do. She did a video where you can only use makeup products from a brand that starts with the first letter of your first name. So I picked up 2 things from CoverGirl. I picked up this brow gel to do that reverse brow trick that I do. So I've heard a lot of people talk about this. It's supposed to be really good, and I got it in the shade Deep. And I got this one because the one before that looked really warm. So I'm hoping this isn't too dark. I hope it can sheer out like my other one does from Benefit. So the other thing I got from CoverGirl is their Exhibitionist mascara. I got it waterproof because that is the only formula that my eyelashes can use, because if not, they'll just fall down. I have the straightest lashes ever, and if I don't use waterproof mascara, they will fall. So I'm excited to try this because a lot of people have been comparing it to the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, which I love, but I wanted to get a mascara from CoverGirl for that video, and also I've just heard really great things about this. So then from Walmart, I also picked up this from Maybelline. It is their waterproof Hyper Easy liquid liner pen. Now, I do like using liner pens. I do think they're way easier. I also like that this has a brush tip. I don't really love felt tip. I feel like it skips a little bit more than a brush tip. So we'll go ahead and try this out in a future video. And I picked up some things from Wet n Wild. I picked up 3 lipsticks from them. This is supposed to be like, I guess, their version of Pat McGrath, and if it's not, this is such like an obvious like copycat of that packaging. I do have 3 mini Pat McGrath lipsticks, but I have it in the matte ones. They also have a shine collection, which this is part of the Wet n Wild shine collection, and they have the exact same packaging for their matte in black, like Pat McGrath. I heard a couple people raving about this formula. Like I said, I don't think you have to spend money on a Pat McGrath lipstick. I think there's plenty of lipsticks that are good at the drugstore, at Walmart, Walgreens, Ulta, wherever you shop for your drugstore makeup. These I've heard were really good. So the one I have on my lips today is Rose and Slay. I'll go ahead and swatch this right here. That's Rose and Slay. It's actually what I have on my lips, on top of the MAC Dervish lip pencil. And then the other one that I got is Close Off, and this is what this looks like. It's a nice nude. Last one I got from the line is Matte for Mauve, and that's Matte for Mauve, Close Off, and Rose and Slay. This one's definitely a little bit more cool tone, nude, and then pink. As somebody who doesn't love pink lipstick, I do like the way this one looks. It's really comfortable on the lips, and like I said, I do have this on top of MAC Dervish lip pencil. Right, and then on top of the Selena collection that came out, Bretman Rock himself came out with a collection with Wet n Wild. I did pick up a couple of things, including the eyeshadow palette. So this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. It's very colorful. I do think you could do a neutral look with this because you do have this brown, this gold, and this nice cream shade. So can you get a natural look out of this? Yes, but most of this is going to be bright colors, and mostly matte. You do have a couple metallics. There's like an ultra metallic gold. Let me go ahead and swatch this. Okay, that's like, so I've been hearing a lot of mixed reviews about this palette, but this one swatched really well. Now the mattes, especially colored mattes, they are a little harder to work with and formulate, but knowing Wet n Wild, they have a really good eyeshadow formula. Let me go ahead and swatch a couple of the mattes also. So this one's Anaconda. So this one's like more of a pastel, which pastels you are going to have to build up anyways, but that was good with 2 swatches. And then the first one that I swatched is Prowl. Let me swatch like one more. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch Flamingo. And he's so funny. Okay, see, that swatched really well on the first swatch, but let's go ahead and build it up just a little bit. Yeah, I think those are nice. So we'll go ahead and use this in a future video. Let me know down below whether you want to see like more of the greens, the reds and the pinks and the purples, or a neutral look. And we'll definitely play around with this because this looks really nice and it's Wet n Wild, so you know what, it came at a really good price point, and I love Bretman Rock, so I wanted to support him either way because I think he's hilarious. So I did pick up the highlighting brush from the collection, and I'm not gonna be able to get this out of here without breaking it. So this is what it looks like. It's just in this tube, and it's a nice fluffy highlighting brush. I picked up the lip gloss. This was really the only one that really appealed to me that I would actually use, and this one's in Fearless. It's nice warm gloss. So let's compare it to the one that I got from ColourPop because almost the same. Did I need both? Probably not, but I have them, so yeah. And the last thing I got from the Bretman Rock collection is the Bad Bitch Lift Mascara. Now I did mention that my eyelashes only really work with waterproof formulas, but I heard a lot of people say that this helped actually curl their lashes because of the shape of the mascara wand. So I'm hoping that this will actually work on my lashes. And Bretman himself has said that he has really straight lashes, so he formulated this one to help curl. And I just want to take a look at it. As you can see, it does have a slight curve to it, so that's supposed to help with curls. We'll see. The formula is supposed to be really good. I know Kathleen Lights said that she really likes this mascara also, so we'll see. I'm at 36 minutes. This video is definitely not gonna be 36 minutes. You know how many times I've messed up in this video? It's funny because when I got these packages, I had to like my boyfriend would just like hand them to me, and then I just be like, okay, thank you, run to the office and just like try to unload everything. He thinks I have a makeup problem. He thinks I have a spending problem. Spending on makeup. He's not wrong, but it makes me happy. Also, if you're interested on what I have on the rest of my face, what I didn't mention, I will be putting a post on Instagram of this look. Nice rosy, natural look. It's nothing exciting. I do need to start doing more exciting looks so I can post on Instagram. And also just so I can bring that creativity back. Maybe I'll do a look inspired by this packaging. Who knows? But I'll go ahead and put this on Instagram. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok at Corina Sierra MUA. I'll put it right here. Alright guys, that is this video. So if you went ahead and liked this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Because, I don't know, it's just what people say at the end of videos, right? Also, if you want to see any of these products in a future video, go ahead and comment down below which ones you would like to see. Pretty excited about this palette and using it. I love Wet n Wild. I do think their eyeshadow formula is great. I have a couple of their other eyeshadow palettes and I love them. I think they're great. Not all of them are amazing. Not every single shade in the palette is amazing, but for what the price is, I think what they're able to come up with is actually really good. And yeah, to go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.